This is Chris Wright on Counterpoint with my co-host,
Graeson.
You're listening to KUST, University of St. Thomas.
Merry Christmas
Campus
and a
Radio.
Happy New Year.
Yes, it is our Christmas extravaganza.
No, it's not. It's just a regular episode.
No, it's our Christmas extravaganza.
No, it's not. It's just a regular episode.
Well, that's what I'm going to entitle it.
All right, don't say extravaganza. That just sounds weird. Just say special.
Sounds well, that just sounds very generic, Graeson.
So does extravaganza. That's not. No one uses that word.
Yeah, they do. If they wanted to sound fun and whimsical.
But this is neither fun nor whimsical.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Don't delude yourself.
Depends who you are.
All right. Well, welcome to the show. Off
Yes.
to a great start, as usual.
We're already at each other's throats.
Yep.
Over whether this show is whimsical.
It better not be called extravaganza.
Okay, I won't.
All right.
I'll think of something else.
Say special.
Dandy Christmas special.
I'm going to learn how to do whatever you're supposed to do to upload those, and then I'll make my own titles.
So we're going to have the same podcast on iTunes twice?
Yes. No, not on iTunes. I don't have an Apple. I'm not a...
You can still put it on there. You can create an Anchor account.
But I'm not going to put it on iTunes.
Why?
Anyone who has an iPhone should just not watch the show. Okay, maybe that's a little too harsh.
Oof. We have most of our listeners listen on
Apple
iOS.
are fantastic products, and
Yes.
Thanks for purchasing objectively.
I believe the reason that you're so against Apple is because you have an Android, and in order to justify yourself getting an Android, you're trying to justify your actions like people generally do, and
You mean justifying the cheaper but more powerful phone I have?
And so you're trying to show highlight all the negative effects of the phone you don't like and all the positive effects of the phone you do like.
But this phone's cheaper, and it's more powerful. It has a better camera. It's got
Is it though?
Yeah.
The iPhone 10 has a good camera.
This one's better.
This one has a good camera as well.
Although it is a phone. It's a marvel of modern engineering, so it doesn't matter. It's just a phone. It's just fun to
The
argue.
professional photographs are not taken with these. I mean, you can take some mighty fine pictures with these.
I don't take pictures.
But you're not going to see any photos on the front cover of a National Geographic taken with an iPhone.
Yeah, it's true. At least not yet.
Maybe in the future. I don't know that.
What?
What?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
I said maybe in the future.
That's true. Perhaps.
Yes.
You never know.
Yes. So.
What?
Christmas.
Yeah, what about it?
Yeah.
What about it?
It's in a few days.
It's in
No.
4 days?
Yep.
That's hard to believe. I remember being a little kid, and the whole month of December would take 10 years just to go by, and now... Just yesterday was September...
A week from yesterday.
Whatever, when we started school.
A week from yesterday. It'll be that most magical time of year.
Okay. Yeah.
The holiday that was banned by the Puritans because of how obnoxious and rowdy everyone got and drunk in the streets. Everyone partied and got totally turned.
Yeah, but... Man,
It
it's just...
used to be a pagan holiday, and then we Christianized it.
Well, yeah, it was Christianized during the Roman times because it was the Roman winter solstice.
Yep.
So that's why they did that. But anyway.
Yeah, we did the same thing with Halloween.
No one cares, Chris.
You're the history major, I thought.
Yeah, I don't care. And no, I'm kidding. I'm feeling real argumentative today. So
Are you just too tired of history after you wrote that paper?
That paper
That was just
was
too much?
one of my finest works, other than almost everything else I wrote in that class. It was mediocre at best. Why is it so loud? But anyway,
Yeah.
it feels like December.
Well, actually, it's not. That's not the problem. The microphone or the headphone. Where are they?
Could be the pro.
Is that
Well,
better?
yeah.
There we go.
I'll just put that back up. I can.
There we go. That's
The zero
better.
people who are listening can edit that themselves. But anyway, Yeah, no, it feels like December has.
Yeah,
just,
we want to keep the volume up there,
Yeah,
so if
yeah.
people want to turn
Mhm.
it down, they can just turn the
Mhm,
volume
mhm.
down on their devices.
Yeah, but it feels like December has
Yep.
sped on by. So
It
didn't it
has.
feel like as when you were a kid that it would take a year for December to go by?
Yep.
It's hard to believe, man.
And now all of a sudden, it's the 19th.
Yep. Although as a kid, I wasn't concerned with finals and papers and projects and all that jazz. But any big plans for Christmas?
Well, I'm going back to a B-town. Bemidji.
1 second, I'm gonna edit the volume real quick, so we might get cut out for a second. All right, I finished editing the volume there. Anyway, when are you heading back to Bemidji?
Saturday.
Saturday. Oh, so you're gonna stay here an extra 2 days?
Well, I'm leaving on Friday to Woodbury. and
Oh,
then-
that's your sister's, right?
Yes,
All
and
right.
then I'll be headed to B-town on Saturday.
You know what, B-Town is fitting for where you come from. But, yeah, that's very cool.
That's just a little nickname that's used commonly.
By who?
People that live there.
Okay. I can't argue with that. I'm not from there. I guess there's worse nicknames. I don't think Lakeville has a nickname.
Because no one cares.
You're right, I don't really care all that much. I mean, Lakeville was cool. High school was A lot of interesting memories from high school. But I'm not going to go into that.
No, let's not.
You have to go to
I
the
don't
first
think-
episode for that.
I don't think we... Hey, you just told everyone where to go.
Well, yeah,
I thought
but
you didn't want to talk about it.
But I already did talk about it, though. So, I mean, if you're curious, I don't know if that was one of the episodes that was actually recorded or not, because we didn't know how to record the episodes for a while. But
Oh, it was definitely recorded.
was it? All right, well, then it's one of them.
I think it was just the first 2 episodes that are lost to history. Only we know about them.
Yeah, you're right, because no one listens to us.
That was back when all we did was bring up news stories and talk about them.
That was all you did. I didn't come prepared, so I didn't
You brought
contribute.
stuff in.
Yeah, but not news stories.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It was like about the latest video game that came out or something. I didn't.
And then I brought up orcas dying.
Yeah, and that no one wants to hear that. Anyway, so
Here we are reflecting on the past glories of the show for the final episode of 2018.
and possibly ever.
Nope.
At least my presence on the show, because I don't know if I'm coming back.
Yeah, you
and
are.
no, I'm just kidding. I'll be back. This is going to be very embarrassing for me in 10 years, so I have to have some form of record of it. All right, we're 9 minutes in, and we're already out of topics. Very cool.
We're not out of topics.
Oh, we absolutely are. Anyway, so any plans for J-term?
Oh, here, hold on. But not really. Just hanging around.
What?
What are you?
What do you
The
mean?
hell you doing, son?
I'm gonna edit the volume real quick. All right, I'm back. Oh, I mean we're back. The volume was fixed. There's a problem with the volume.
All right.
Do you have any finals left, Chris?
I have one tomorrow.
Oh,
Social psychology.
Disgusting.
Disgusting. You want to say that a little closer to my face so I can bash your face?
I'm gonna edit the volume. All right, the volume is fixed. All right. Yeah, so that's cool, I guess. Creep. What time is it?
What time is it? It's 5:08.
Not. What times are final?
Oh, 10:30.
I have my phone right here. There's a computer in front of us. What time is it? Your final.
Oh, I said 10:30
10:30. All right.
in the morning.
Ugh. Why? I guess mine's at 8 in the morning tomorrow.
Would you prefer it at night, 10:30 p.m.?
Yeah, actually I would. I'm more awake at 10:30 at night than 10:30 in the morning.
Really?
Yes. Why would I not be?
Okay.
How is that weird?
I can't say it's. I mean, I'm probably equally awake at each time.
Yeah, that's more fair. I would say it's equal, 50-50.
It's better than an 8 a.m. final.
Yep. Well, that's what I got tomorrow, so that's fun. And I haven't studied. Well, I have, but I'm not ready for it. How about you go fuck yourself, Chris?
I really hope that can be heard on my microphone.
I hope not, because that would be bad. But it is the last show of the year, so at this point, we can say what we want. Asshole. All right. Yeah. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Very, very fun.
Yes.
This show
So,
sucks so much.
any New Year's resolutions, Grayson?
Nope.
You don't want to change?
Nope.
You don't want any improvements? You're
Nope.
happy the way your life is going?
Nope.
Can you say anything but nope?
Yep. I say nope because all those statements have a nope at the end. That is my answer.
All right.
I don't have any New Year's resolutions at the moment. Perhaps.
How about, like, for me, I
What?
want to go do another open mic.
Very cool.
Yeah. I've been preparing a set for that.
Very cool. Does anyone ever laugh at your jokes?
Yes.
Really?
I got last open mic I did, I got laughs on 3 of the 4 jokes.
Let's hear a joke.
Well, you might enjoy this one because it's a history thing. So you know what started World War I, the main event, and it was the assassination of the Archduke Franz Ferdinand by Gavril Princip. I mean, everyone knows that, except for the Archduke Franz Ferdinand.
Oh, that is pretty good. I like that.
Yeah, that just kind of went right through him.
Oof.
It was
Because he got shot, right? That's the punchline.
Yeah.
Very clever. Very funny.
Thank you. Let's
All
see.
right.
I did.
What was the joke that no one laughed at?
It was just Uber. You know, I thought of the joke like a couple minutes before I went on stage.
Let's hear it.
I don't even remember it because it was so bad. I didn't want to do it again, so I just forgot about it.
Come on. Let's hear it.
I remember the kind of what it was about. It was about it was basically I haven't had any major problems with Uber. The main one is you get into the car and they don't speak very good English and you're trying to communicate with them. That's really what it's about.
Yeah, that's a pretty
And
bad joke.
I know.
But if it's any consolation, I don't do comedy. So
Yeah, they laughed at my Super Bowl joke.
stand-up is...
They laughed at my
What's your Super
Pat
Bowl
and
joke?
Mike joke. Well, it's a little too late to do this one because it's been a while, but it was basically about the Patriots and the Eagles fighting. And those two teams should not be playing each other because if the Patriots love America so much, why are they fighting America's national bird?
But are the Philadelphia Eagles specifically bald eagles?
They could be.
But if they're not, then that joke doesn't make any sense.
They should be bald eagles because Philadelphia is basically the birthplace of American democracy.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it has to do with the football team. There's the Detroit Lions, Minnesota Vikings.
Philadelphia Eagles. There's a reason they chose eagles.
Is there?
Because
There's a reason Detroit
because it's
chose
America's
Lions?
frickin' bird.
Or it's a type of bird. Do
Do you think it's a coincidence that America's national bird is the team for Philadelphia?
I mean, Detroit has nothing to do with lions or tigers.
Yeah,
but they chose those. The
But
Atlanta
Eagles
Falcons.
do have something to do with Philadelphia.
What does Atlanta have to do with Falcons?
There's Falcons there.
There's Eagles in Philadelphia.
Yeah. Both patriotic eagles
And
and
just regular
literal
eagles.
eagles.
Yeah, just regular Eagles. All right, sorry.
I don't know. People like to.
No, it's a good joke. I just enjoy arguing things.
You know, you'd be one of those hecklers. You'd be heckling me on stage for sure.
I would not heckle someone on stage.
I know you would.
I would not.
I know you would.
No, that's
based on how you were.
That's just mean.
Based on the crap you were talking there.
I would heckle you after the show, but not during. Come on, have a little
that's
respect.
what a weak man does.
Well, okay. I guess I will heckle you on stage then. That makes you, if you feel all high and mighty then.
And I would destroy you, Graeson.
Would you drop kick me like that
I would
one
stand
guy?
up there and I would destroy your butt.
Okay, well, now I know why no one laughed at your jokes.
I had the whole room.
Did you? Because
hysterical.
I don't think that's true.
It is true.
I doubt it.
It's definitely true.
I just felt bad because your jokes were so
Nope.
shuckle bad.
It was hardcore.
Was it really? Really? Oh, I'm sure it was.
In fact, I was even recognized by some people there because after that show, then I went to a comedy show. I think it was about a month later, and I was sitting there and I was up in the front row, and I look over to my left a couple seats, and this older lady comes over and she goes, "Hey, were you doing stand-up comedy over at the corner bar about a few weeks ago?" I'm like, yeah. She's like, because I looked over at my husband. I'm like, I think I saw him doing comedy at an open mic at the Comedy Corner Underground. And she was right.
Yeah, but did she say it was good?
Yeah.
That's just a
She
nice
congratulated
old lady.
me.
No, you're probably...
I was memorable. If I was terrible, she probably wouldn't have remembered me.
I feel like I would remember a really bad comic.
Really?
Well, yeah, if they were shockingly bad.
But I wasn't. If I was shockingly bad, no one would laugh at all.
Maybe they're laughing. Okay, I'm sorry. No, you're a pretty good comedian. I'm just being argumentative. The show needs some life. Because it's Scheisse.
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 That's how.
Scheisse is a different word.
I'm saying German.
Yeah, I'm saying
Yeah.
a different German word than Scheisse.
Okay. I'm glad we're on different pages.
Yep.
Otherwise, there'd be
that's
a
what making the show so good is
misunderstanding.
this show is just one big argument, and that's what's fun.
Hence
having
the
fun.
name.
I don't actually hate Chris. I should emphasize that. He's just a...
I'm pretty sure he does.
Excuse me, but that's false.
He's a hater.
I just dab on the haters, so no.
He's a professional heckler.
Nope. You just gotta floss on the haters. Right? That's what the kids are doing.
That's what them kids is doing these days.
Oh, see, this is why I heckle you. Because you say things like that. All right, let's get back on track.
With what?
It's the holiday season.
The holiday season?
I knew you were going to do it when I said that. This is why I'm leaving the show. You know what? I haven't done this in a while, so let's get back to our roots. All right, well, he's muted, so now you just have me. All right, fine. I guess, speaking of your outburst, what's your favorite Christmas song?
Well, Graeson, I'd have to say... What are you doing?
I'm editing this. The feedback's too high on the mic.
Okay. Boy, what is it? I don't trust you.
You can... you're staring right at me. I'm not going to mute your mic when you're staring at me.
Okay, I kind of have to trust you. Kind of have to. But my favorite Christmas song would have to be...
There's something wrong with these headphones.
White Christmas is a good one. Baby, It's Cold Outside is pretty good.
Weird choice.
What?
It's just a weird choice. I don't know what to say. It's a good song, though. Who sings that?
Oh, a lot of people have sung that one, actually.
Oh, that's too bad. Very cool. All right, well, now it's just me again. So welcome
it's not.
No, it should be. And welcome to my show, this time with 100% less Chris. Oh, you can't mute me. That's not how that works. So...
Yes, it is how it works.
Nah, it's just a good old Christmas classic. So, yeah, this is just good old fun right here.
The front door.
This is just good, clean fun. You know? Nothing but the best.
You son of a biscuit.
Alright, sorry, that was just a throwback to our roots. Alright, seriously though.
That's what makes this show great.
I wasn't listening when you said what your favorite songs were, so could you repeat that? Christmas.
White Christmas.
Baby, It's Cold Outside.
Yes. That's a pretty good one.
Which is your favorite, though?
Christmas shoes. Just kidding.
You want me to mute your mic again? Because I'll do it.
I was kidding.
I'll do it.
I know what you mean when you say that it's a sad song.
It's a sad song, and I don't want to listen to it during Christmas.
But the innocence of it.
Stop rubbing yourself with the mic. It's not a good... If this was about Halloween or something, it would be better. But this is a season of joy, of happiness, not of dead mothers.
And the boy was being joyful because he
wanted... The boy just lost his mother.
He was joyful because he wanted her to look good.
Oh, so when your mom...
So he bought her shoes.
So when your mom's going to die, you're going to be happy? You're going to be happy buying her shoes?
No.
Yeah, this boy wasn't happy. He wasn't joyful.
He's not... Of course, I'm not saying he's happy.
You just said he was joyful.
I'm not saying he's happy about her dying.
Well, overall, his mood is sad. And I don't want to listen to a song so sad.
I didn't convey what I was saying well enough. He's sad that his mother is dying, but he thinks that it's gonna he innocently believes that it's gonna make her happy by getting her shoes, and he wants her to.
Well, it doesn't make for a good Christmas song because it's so sad.
I see where you're coming from.
It's sad. It's a sad song. And I don't like sad songs. Actually, I love sad songs, but I don't like that. I don't like Christmas sad songs.
Come on, we need y'all to send us some messages.
Why? Stop making weird voices. You're ruining the show.
I'm ruining the show.
Yes.
How is it ruin the show?
The show's ruined. All right, everyone, thanks for stopping by. This has been your Christmas special.
We will not stop.
This was Counterpoint with Chris and co-host. So goodbye.
Hey, how about no?
All right, well, this was fun, but it's time to say goodbye.
Nope.
Oh, it looks like we're back on air. Well, Chris isn't because his light's not on.
What? Nope, it's fine.
Nope, your light's not on, so it's not actually doing anything. No, not neither of us are online. Okay, now I'm just online.
All right, we're good? Okay.
Nope, your light's still not on.
What? Yes, it is.
I don't know what button you're supposed to push.
It's this button.
Nope, not that one.
Well, tell me what it is.
No audio.
Tell me what it is.
So this
then.
is the Graeson podcast. Welcome. I hope you're all having a good time.
Hey. Yes, I am.
You can hear yourself in your headphones, but because the mic is broadcasting, but it's not broadcasting on the. Okay, yeah, it is. You're supposed to push this button. All right.
Okay.
I have nothing else to say. This show is shite. It's not any better, but we got nothing left, so I have to make entertainment.
Well, I made a request to Jack for material.
You want material, Chris? All right. Well, you won't answer my questions. Anyway, the best Christmas song anyway is "We Wish You a Merry Christmas." Underrated, very good song. And fine, you want some fucking material? I can't. It feels wrong to. It's the last show of the year, so nothing really can happen to us other than canceling it. But it's already the last show of the year anyway, so this is the X-rated version.
Well, X-rated has other implications.
Oh, Chris, this isn't X.
R is a little more.
It's
accurate.
not X-rated this way, Chris. Put your clothes back on, jeez. All right. Yeah. No.
Oh well.
there's your
So
comment.
anyway, I intend on watching the movie Die Hard and then writing a Christmas song based on it.
He's not joyful, Michael. Don't.
What
Shut
do you
up.
say?
None of your business.
Do you say the boy was joyful?
Yeah, and he's not. He is a sad boy, and he just needs his mommy. But nope, mommy ain't coming home.
Well, actually, she did come home because she died at home, I assume.
She probably died at a hospital if they know she's gonna die.
I don't know when this story takes place.
If he's buying shoes, and he doesn't have enough money, but the person it probably comes out whenever the song came out.
When was that?
I don't know, Chris. You showed me the song.
How about? I did not show you the song. Jack showed you the song.
Don't type it in.
Hold on.
No, don't. No.
Okay.
Nope.
We will not research this.
Nope.
Any further.
I will not. That show is shit. Shit, Chris. It's a shit show. It's a literal shit show.
Is that what we should have named the show?
Yeah, but
the
show's already getting canceled anyways.
There's actually a podcast on iTunes called The Worst Podcast Ever.
Oh, well, it looks like they have competition.
They have competition, yes.
Very nice, very nice.
What?
All right, let's see here.
Why do I get all these weird followers on Instagram that I don't know?
Just don't follow them.
Like, I keep getting these ASMR follows, and I got someone from the MMA following me, and...
I got a couple porn accounts.
Oh, everyone gets that.
Yeah, they're my favorite. I'm gonna break this soon. I should stop filling. All right.
Well.
What's your favorite Christmas memory?
Well, Graeson?
Stop. Stop
Okay.
right now.
I won't do it. My favorite Christmas memory.
What is wrong with you?
I'm stalling
Oh, okay. That's respectable.
to make the show longer.
How old are you, Chris?
I am 20.
What's your major?
Psychology.
Where are you from?
We've gone through this a lot.
Where are you from?
I'm not going to answer that question because you know that.
Where are you originally
You know damn
from?
well.
Where are you originally from?
Bemidji.
Where were you born?
Bemidji.
Where did you go to high school?
Bemidji.
Where did you go to college?
Not Bemidji.
What
Here.
is your mother's maiden name?
Wolf.
What is okay. Yeah. No, this show's shit. I got
What is my other mother's maiden name?
Well, this has been Counterpoint. Thanks for tuning
What is my father's maiden name?
Thanks for tuning in.
When he was a woman?
This was what the fuck? This is so much fun. I love the podcast. It's my favorite part of the day.
Your favorite part?
All right, it's just me again. Welcome to Graeson Point.
Welcome to Chris and Graeson Point Counterpoint.
It's not point counterpoint. If there's only one person, Chris,
But there's two people.
there should only be one. I'm making my own show next semester, Chris, and it's just gonna be called Point.
Actually, there is only one person, you're right. Because you don't count as a person.
Excuse me.
You count as a co-host, not a person.
This is my show.
No, it's not.
This is my show. I was the one who went through all the process of
No.
making it.
No, you did not.
Well, I will next semester, and then I get a say.
I went through the whole process of putting it up on different platforms.
Yeah, but I showed up every week.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah, but yeah, that's fair. Yeah, no, I'm taking out a lot of aggression on you right now. I just hope you know that.
Is it all the stress from finals?
Yes, and because it's fun on a podcast. Again, I don't actually hate Chris, but I'm going to say so on this podcast because it's fun.
Yes.
I love this show. It's so much fun. All right, well, I'm not going to talk again for a while.
So, Graeson, you should probably check out that show called Worst Ever Podcast.
I'm not going to check it out.
It's pretty funny.
I won't check it out, though.
Okay, you won't check it out.
I'll check it out. Disgusting.
So, it's about that time of the show again.
Go check out Pocket Cast.
Yes,
it's great.
Pocket Cast.
All right, so that's over.
Our sponsor.
So,
And they have a lot of different features, such as play without subscribing. It's got a great look.
yeah, but it costs money on the App Store, so it's not that great.
What is your problem, man?
I'm kidding. It's a great service. It's actually, there's so many great podcasts out there.
Yeah, there's so many podcasts on it.
It's actually,
we're on it.
It's worth the price. I mean, that's not worth it though. But every other podcast, it's worth the price to check out. It's a good time. It's a fun podcast. It still costs money, which is bullshit. But it's good. You don't think Pocket Cast doesn't actually listen to this, Chris?
You don't know?
I'm fairly certain they don't listen to this show.
You don't know.
I am almost 100% sure that they don't listen to the show. No one listens to this, Chris.
Yeah, they do.
I'm pretty sure I don't verify those view counts, so I'm pretty sure they're not even real.
They definitely are.
Nope.
They definitely are. I know people that talk about certain parts in the show.
I don't know, this is kind of embarrassing.
Like from last week, when we had Kevin on the show, and I was asking someone else about it, and she's like, "Hey, my favorite part was when he said this."
That makes this whole show really embarrassing, man.
Watch the whole thing through.
I refuse to. It is incredibly cringy to watch, and even though I know I'm doing stupid things right now, it's still embarrassing to think about. So it's because this is such a boring show. Nothing cool happens on it. There's not enough people. We need more people.
Well, on the 25th episode,
oh yeah, the musical.
We're gonna bring on some musical guests so we can sing the whole way through. What are you doing, sir? May I help you?
It's not your phone.
It's not your phone either.
That's true, but it's an old-fashioned one, so I had to touch it.
I've never seen one before. I thought phones all looked like this or that. But with a cord? Whoa.
What?
Oh, I was marveling at old technology.
These were popular when we were like 10.
A little farther ago than that.
Not really, because while cell phones were still popular, landlines were popular up until like 2008, 10.
Yeah, but not that kind of landline.
Well, this is what my family had.
The phones with little curly cords like that, that's older.
No,
and then we had these handsets that were wireless.
This is exactly what my family had.
Well, that's just an older kind. Then we had landlines with handsets that were wireless. They go back to a base in the house.
Yeah, that's true. I suppose. I wonder what would happen.
What? What's your problem, bud? Ooh. You're a musician. You're drumming. Ooh, that's going to be your part for the musical episode. You'll drum. I don't like that look.
You're a piece of shit. I don't think. Yeah, the mic probably picked that up. All right.
If it did, it was.
That's not worth
faint.
the joke. That was a bad joke.
You'll drum. I'll rap.
If this
I'll just freestyle.
If you rap, I'm going to immediately leave.
Not right now. On the 25th episode.
I know. Here's a good debate. You know what? We should start having debates. There we go. Let's start. We should have debates about bullshit.
That's what the point of the show
yeah, well,
was.
We've almost never done it.
I mean, we did debate.
What is your least? What is I don't know. Do you like rap?
Yes.
All right, there we go. Because I hate rap. I think it's terrible. Let's debate about it.
I don't know. It's an opinion thing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to.
Well, it's better than debating about whether or not the latest stock prices are good or bad.
Okay.
I think rap music is stupid. I think it's garbage. Defend it.
It's kind of hard to defend something that's completely subjective and relative
Everything
to
is
our
subjective.
to our personal tastes.
Fine, I'll tell you why I hate
Not
rap
everything
music.
is subjective.
Because modern rap
there are
music is
objective
insubstantive, mumbling, and is own incoherent garbage that has no meaning to it.
There is meaning to it.
Not most of the modern crap put out by
the song "Still" by Ghetto Boys. Here,
I'm
show you
talking
the
about
lyrics.
the bullshit songs that are just talking about bullshit, like the drugs and the money and all that. It's just stupid.
Here.
That's stupid lyrics. A natural born killer. Oh, that's a cool lyric. Oh, I really
Let's
like
see.
that.
They
Small time dope, gain plenty heart though. Ooh, wow, that's
They want to
deep.
ban us on Capitol Hill.
It's talking about modern rap music's stupid. I mean, there's a lot of good rap songs though. There are some
They
good
often
ones.
cover social ills, for example.
A lot of the time they don't. A lot of the most popular ones are talking about bullshit. Most music nowadays. I hate most music nowadays.
There's some good Latin rap out there. Cardi B does some.
Cardi B
where
is terrible.
Where she collaborates with some Latin artists, like in Taki Taki. I like it.
I hate rap.
I like it like that.
Although I don't hate rap enough to actually have a
I
full-blown
like it like that.
rant about it. So this whole point was mute.
I like it like
Let's see what else is there to rant about. You don't play Halo, so I can't rant about that.
Sure you can.
343 is probably the worst thing that happened to the Halo franchise ever.
Oh, Halo 5.
They made Halo 5, Chris, you dumbass.
I know.
Halo 5
what
was
is this 343?
Halo 5 was the worst game of the series. 343 changed the art style arbitrarily. No one asked them to do that, and everyone hated it, but they still did it. The gameplay was beyond fucked in Halo 4. Actually, it was actually a lot of fun, but Halo 5 it was messed up. Let's see, what else is there? The story, they took this fantastic space opera and turned it into Star Wars.
Space opera.
That's just what the genre is called.
I know.
Stop
I just
laughing.
think
I'll
it's
mute your
fun.
mic.
I just think it's funny thinking of Halo as an opera. I don't know.
Fuck you. Anyway, they changed the story from this, very enthralling story into Star Wars with robots, and it's so stupid. And then they, in their videos talking about it, they specifically went out of their way to say we hired people who hate Halo. What the fuck? Why? Why would you do that? Who thinks that's a good business idea? It's a stupid idea, and they did it. Why? Why would they do that? And then they have
because they hate Halo.
Exactly, and they wonder why no one liked the Halo 5. It was, but Halo.
I did
Infinite,
think it was funny what you wrote on the whiteboard.
Yeah, but that doesn't have anything to do with this.
Or
rant.
was it again something about the Master Chief?
It doesn't have anything to do with the rant, Chris. So it's
I don't know.
Anyway,
it's Halo related.
Okay. Well, this has nothing to. This.
What?
Anyway, Halo was at its best during Halo Reach, and now it's nothing but garbage. And Halo Infinite is the last hope of my favorite video game franchise of all time.
Okay.
There, now it's your turn to rant about something.
Well, I'm going to tell you about some of the benefits of a pocket watch versus a regular watch.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to hear that because there's almost none.
What do you mean? Well, first, let me hear your point, and I'll come at you with a counterpoint.
I love the fact that if I want to know the time, I have to pull something out of my pocket. That could be my phone.
It doesn't take up as much space as your phone. Look at this. Look how much smaller it is. And
But you're going to carry your
fits in
phone
this little
anyway.
pocket. Yeah,
So the size doesn't matter.
but it helps deal with phone addictions of having to constantly pull out your phone and see what notifications there are, because sometimes you'll get it out to look
You
at
can just use this. There's no notifications.
you'll get it out to just look at the time, and suddenly there's all these notifications here.
Chris, no notifications on this, but I can still see the time.
Yes, but you're still tempted to. A lot of people.
Okay, but if I have my phone in my pocket, I'm going to be just as tempted.
It just keeps that away.
And then also, what about
Also,
a watch?
Not battery powered.
What about your watch?
This one? Well, first of all, this is an open face, so you can scratch it. This one has a few
How
scratches
often?
on it.
Okay, but is that enough to not be able to see the time?
It's a little annoying, just aesthetically, really.
Okay, but does that really matter?
This one, it's
I'd like to
you just
clarify.
have
I
to
think
wind
pocket
it.
watches are really cool, but I want to debate
The
about
pocket
something.
watch, you have to wind it, and that's how it gets its power.
So that sounds cumbersome and boring.
Whereas this has to be charged a lot.
Yeah, but are you really arguing that a pocket watch is better than a phone?
In some cases.
Name one
I mean,
case.
obviously,
Name one
smartphone-
instance.
Obviously, a smartphone with the computing technologies that it has is superior in that sense.
Yeah,
just
so the charging point's mute
as a
because you already
computer.
have your phone. So it's mute. And also, a watch is just a better pocket watch
It's also
in every
just
way.
classy. It's also
If this
just
was like
classy.
the 1800s, maybe. It just kind of looks weird now. Although I really want a pocket watch. Again, I think pocket watches are really cool. I just want to argue about something right now.
It looks nice with a
It's still.
tweed suit.
I think pocket watches are cool, but they are completely useless.
Looks nice with a tweed suit.
Okay, but they're still useless compared to a watch or a phone. There's no benefit that a pocket
don't
watch
know.
has.
You could bang this up. I could
But
bang it
have
against
you?
the table.
Because I've never
I've scratched
broken a
it.
watch.
I know people that have dropped them before.
Dropped a watch? Did it break? How expensive was the watch? Probably too
Oh,
expensive.
I
A
don't know.
cheap
I didn't-
digital watch.
I didn't know the price.
You could run over a cheap like $5 watch and it will still run. And you could
The
drop a
watch will
pocket
run,
watch.
but then it's going to be broken
You're
glass.
just as likely to drop you're more likely to drop a pocket watch than a wrist watch.
If you have a faulty chain.
Or no, because the when you pick up a pocket watch, you could drop it. When you check the time on your wrist, it's not going to fall off.
True.
A pocket watch is an inferior method of time checking.
But can you use it for hypnosis? Okay. Like
I-
this doesn't swing very well.
I don't think that actually works, Chris.
Hypnosis does work.
I still don't buy it. Until I'm hypnotized, I will not fully believe in it.
You're just a doubter. You're a hater.
I know there's some drugs that
And this
will
goes
make
back to you being
get-
a heckler too.
I'm not a heckler. I don't heckle people, Chris. I only heckle people when I'm talking to them one-on-one or in a group, but not when they're on stage. That's just rude. Prefer to do it in the privacy. All right, let's see. What's the next thing to debate? See, this is fun. I like this. I like getting angry at stupid things.
Let's see.
Don't debate anything actually serious, though, because that gets questionable.
Yes. Ketchup or catsup?
Okay, no one since like 100 years ago calls it catsup, so that's not a debate.
I call it catsup.
No, you don't.
I know.
You have on multiple occasions called it ketchup.
But how about if I just play devil's advocate here?
Give one coherent argument to call it catsup instead of ketchup.
Because it starts with a C, which is the first letter of my name.
Oh, wow, you got me. Very cool. All right, well, this has
Okay,
been Point
well,
Counterpoint. Thanks
We're
for
all gonna say
tuning in.
catsup now.
No.
Yes, we will.
I won't.
I won't either. I'm gonna say ketchup, like
Shit,
normal.
it's not 15 minutes.
I'm gonna say ketchup, like a normal, decent human being.
I mean, if you call it catsup, who cares? I mean,
Yeah, I guess. What about water fountains? What do you call it?
it's a water fountain.
That's not what they say in Wisconsin.
Are we in Wisconsin?
No,
Exactly.
we're
So
right next to them.
yeah, and they can go
And
fuck
you're-
themselves.
And you're no doubt gonna run into some people that are gonna call it a bubbler.
Okay, if you call it a bubbler, like, I thought you were gonna say drinking fountain, which I think is fine because I call it both. But if you call it a bubbler, then what is wrong with you? It's
I
not
don't know.
a
It's
bubbler.
weird. I guess it bubbles out, sort of.
No, it doesn't
Kind
bubble
of. It
out.
squirts out, but
That's not a bubble.
I know. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's just
Wisconsin's
maybe it's
weird.
just, maybe
Eat
over
too
there.
much cheese.
Maybe over there the water is just low pressure and it looks like it just bubbles out. Or they have carbonated water.
Okay, if they had carbonated water, I would respect that.
Well, Michael said it is not a bubbler.
Thank you, Michael. I appreciate.
And we both agree with you.
Why did you repeat that?
What?
You just said it twice.
What did I said we both agree with you?
Yeah, and then you said we both agree with you.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Did I?
Yes. You repeated several things throughout the course of this show today. That was the
In that little under my breath thing?
Yeah, and that one was the most audible. I still don't understand it. But bubbler is an incredibly dumb name to call a drinking fountain. See, I call it a drinking fountain instead of water fountain.
What about names for soft drinks?
If you call all sodas Cokes, then why? You're going to call Pepsi a Coke? That doesn't make sense.
I know. That's in the South that they do
Yeah,
that.
and the South is full of apparently people who don't know the difference between Coke and Pepsi.
Yeah, so the South they use Coke, and then basically everywhere else they use soda except for Minnesota, which uses pop. And
Yeah.
Iowa uses pop too.
I use soda because I'm from California, and that's what I grew up on.
You fucking something.
You can't say that on this podcast,
Hey,
Chris.
I'm just doing what you're doing, man.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I've only used good, clean, wholesome language. But if you call soda pop, I mean, I don't understand why. But
What about if you call it a soda pop?
It's kind of what I ended up doing because I grew up mostly on soda, and then I came here, and then it was pop, and I was still young, so I didn't really understand, so I just call it soda pop.
Oof. I don't like calling it that.
I like soda pop. I think it's.
Oh.
I like it.
Oh, no.
Soda pop.
I just don't like calling it soda pop. It's just too much.
I call it soda still, but pop is cool.
I use pop all the time.
You got a little too passionate there. I'm surprised.
And I will not accept soda.
I'll fucking kill you, you piece of shit.
Unless it's baking soda, I'll use it then.
Soda. I don't know. I don't have really any dog in the steak. I call them both. Actually, no, I call it soda. I only call it pop when I feel like I'm forced to. You know, it is soda. It's not pop. What does pop have to do? It's a caffeinated beverage. It's not pop.
Because it can pop open when you open the thing, the bottle or the can. Pop.
It doesn't pop though. It just
Especially if there's like a cork
it just kind of
involved.
Cork? What kind of soda do you drink?
That was a bad example. But if you're just taking like a glass bottle of Coke and you're taking the cap off, it could pop.
I guess, but it's a soda still. It's soda, not pop.
But what makes soda better?
Because it's just the default name of it. It's just soda. It's the non-branded version.
Pop describes the sound.
Yeah, so it's weird to call it that. Soda's just the unbranded term for caffeinated beverages.
So is pop.
No, pop is just a sound that it makes when you open one.
And it's what we say in Minnesota and Iowa.
And it's weird. It's the same reason you call it duck. You call duck duck goose duck duck gray duck.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of creeps.
It's also Minnesota.
You're the only state that does that, and it's weird. It's duck duck goose. Duck duck gray duck doesn't even sound right. Well, I guess that's coming from someone who calls it duck duck goose. It's not duck duck gray duck. That's so stupid.
What's wrong with gray duck?
Why is it when you call someone a gray? Most ducks are gray. So why is it when one person's a gray duck that's automatically?
Most ducks aren't gray. Mallards.
I don't know. Okay, that's fair. But it's a weird. I mean, I understand that if you actually trace back the lineage, it is actually duck duck gray duck. But everywhere else in America, it's called duck duck goose, and that's what it should be.
Is not what it should be.
It makes more sense because if you call someone a goose, then they have reason to chase you because gooses chase people. Ducks don't chase people.
I realize that.
Duck duck goose is a much better name for that game.
But, you know, a gray duck is going to be a minority amongst other ducks.
Okay, but it's not gonna chase
If
you.
you look at all the little yellow ducks,
But it's not gonna chase.
ducklings, I should say.
Okay, but it doesn't have to do with anything. It's not gonna chase you if you call it a gray duck. A goose will chase you. A gray duck's not gonna chase you.
I realize that the geese are quite mean, as well as swans.
Yeah, so it makes more
They're
sense
really
canonically to the canon of
both birds are really
duck,
dicks.
duck, goose. Okay, but yeah, but a duck isn't gonna chase you to the same extent that a goose is. So duck, duck, goose makes sense.
When it gets right down to it, doesn't matter.
No, not one bit. But this show is
I will
so
still stick.
fucking boring.
I will
that
still.
This is the only way that it's enjoyable
gray
to
duck.
at least be a part of. But I'm still very passionate about Duck, Duck, Goose.
We got to get some good guests on.
We have to find a third person to be on the show permanently, because 2 people is just weird.
Yeah,
it's
but
a weird dynamic. It's too hard to have a conversation.
Then how are we going to have room for another guest if we have 3 permanents
We
on?
don't need a guest, and 2 people can share a mic.
That's true.
Idiot.
That's true.
Nerd.
We could. Yeah, we got 4 chairs.
Yeah, that was a pretty dumb joke. 5 minutes left. We're almost out of here. All right. You'll be a surprise to be.
Who's laughing now?
If I continue the show next semester, given how bad it went this semester, it'll be a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one.
I was not listening at all to that. I'm sorry, but
It doesn't matter.
it's just a taste of your own medicine.
I know at least one person. If Michael's still listening, he'll understand that.
I'm not sure what you said, but he probably will.
It's fair. I don't listen to most of what gets said here. This show is so bad.
How about no?
Give me one reason why this show doesn't suck.
Because it's different, and it's unique.
But is it good?
There's no show
Is
like
it good? Is this objectively a good show?
It is subjectively a good show for sure, because subjective things change.
If you would put this against a legitimate podcast, and people listen to it and choose which one was better, do you think anyone would choose this one?
Which podcast are we comparing us?
Whatever the most popular one is.
Ooh, there's a lot of those. There's the Joe Rogan Experience is a big one. There's Conan O'Brien.
Oh, okay, let's just stop this here. This has been
There's the Bill Burr Monday Morning Podcast, which is not just on Monday mornings.
This has been Point Counterpoint.
How about we wait just a couple minutes here?
Fine. All right.
I forgot to mention that Anchor is our other sponsor.
Anchor, the free version, so it's much better than Pocket Cast.
Hey, oi!
What? Tell me I'm wrong.
I think they both have their pluses.
So you're saying you'd rather pay $4?
I said they both have their pluses.
So you're saying you'd rather pay...
I use the podcast app on my phone, which is splendid.
So you're saying you'd rather pay $4 over a free app?
This is a gotcha question.
We're not actually ever going to have enough listeners to actually justify redacting the statement, so...
All right, I would not spend...
Exactly. Do you even have Pocket Cast? That's what I thought. Pocket Cast, if you're listening,
we love you.
We appreciate your sponsorship.
And I think you are a great way to get your podcast.
I think there's much better.
Especially if you're an Android user.
Android user, just use there's
Google Podcasts.
No, just
Spotify.
Use literally any. YouTube is better podcasting than. It's free. Just use a free app. But Pocket Cast, I have no experience with, so it could be a great app. I don't know.
I don't like using YouTube to listen to podcasts, because then I can't just turn off my phone and listen. Because if I turn off my phone, then it stops.
It's true.
Unless you want to pay for YouTube Red.
Or RedTube, if you will.
Yes.
A lot of great videos on that.
Right. The only way I will listen to YouTube for a podcast is if the show is going live on YouTube and I want to listen to it live.
I don't listen to live
then
podcasts.
I'll just watch it.
Perhaps I should.
Rogan goes live.
All right, well, this has been Point, Counterpoint.
With your co-hosts,
Yeah, okay, we're actually done now, finally.
Chris Wright
And Graeson.
on Point Counterpoint.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in to this holiday Christmas special that had almost nothing to do with Christmas.
You're listening to KUST University of St.
Yep.
Thomas Campus Radio.
This is the last episode of 2018.
Yes.
And possibly ever.
Wait for us to come back in 2019.
Maybe wait for my solo gig.
Fucking 19.
Yeah, maybe just wait for my solo gig. That might be better. Nah, we'll see. We'll probably be back.
Tune in a few weeks for another one.
That's going to be more than a few weeks. It's going to be February.
I know.
No, it's actually going to be closer to March.
It won't be closer to March.
The activities fair is until March.
I'm sure we can just come down here and record.
I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, this was fun. Goodbye.
Okay.
Just end it. Just
Okay.
click the stop. Okay, we're almost out of here. All right.